Hello and welcome to DVxUI. Today on this channel we are going to create this hero section design in Figma. So let's start. Before starting we have to understand what we have on the screen. So over here I have all the pages. Then here I have the layers, and under layers I have one layer which is resources. So if you go to resources, you will find all the resources that I'm going to use in my design. So here we have the picture, a blob, and some colors. And if you notice, I have a black box over here. Now whenever I press a shortcut, it is going to say it aloud. That is the only function of this black box over here, to say the shortcuts aloud. Well, now let's take a frame and design this super simple website. So to get a frame, we need to go here in this grid icon, click here, and you will find some desktop frames are present here. So among them, I'm going to select MacBook Pro 14. Now it is quite small. To make it large, what we can do is, let me accept the risk. So to make it large, what we can do is, we can go here and double click on this grid icon. This will zoom it to fit the screen. Now everything is in place, so let's start designing. So first of all, what I want to do is, I want to round the edges of this frame. So for that, I will select this frame. And then in the corner radius, I'm going to provide a value of 24. So this is okay. Now we need some grid lines over here so that we don't lose the alignment. So for that, what I'm going to do is, make sure your frame is selected. And then over here, you need to go to this layout grid. And under this grid, you need to enable columns. The count is going to be 12. And the margin is going to be 100. Now whatever we are going to design, we are going to take care of the alignment perfectly. Now let us start with the header part first. So for the header, first of all we need the name of the website, which is going to be here. So for that, I'm going to take a text. So what you can do is, you can hit T on your keyboard and take a text. Now right here, desk.com. You can also put a dot over here, but I'm not choosing to. So I will just remove that. And now this might not be visible to you. So we need to increase the size. So the font size is controlled from here. So instead of 20, I'm going to go with 32. The color of this text is going to be 1B, which is going to be the partial color. For this text word, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select our primary color just like this. Now take it and place it over here randomly. And now we need some more text to make the nav links over here. So for that, what we can do is, so take a text again. And here I'm going to write home, copy paste it, and then write all products, copy paste it again, and then write about. Now select all these and let's change the font size to 22. And from semi-bold, it is going to be medium. Now let's put it in the auto layout. So right click and select this option which says add auto layout. The distance between them is going to be 80. And now to place it at the center over here, what we can do is, we can use this alignment tool. So now it is at the center. Let's push it up. And place it something like this. Now to emphasize that we are on the home page, I'm going to highlight this home with the primary color. Now the hero section is already looking better, and let's finish this header by placing two buttons over here. So for those two buttons, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a text again, and here I'm going to write login. The font size is going to be 20. Let me select it and make it 20. Let's zoom here. And now I will provide auto layout to this as well. Fill it with the primary color. So this will look like this. And now I'm going to provide some padding to this button. So for the horizontal padding, I'm going to go with 16. For the vertical padding, I'm going to go with 8. The corner radius is going to be 8 as well. And the font color is going to be white. So you can simply just write white here, and this will be white. Now we need a copy of this button to make a sign up button. So we will just copy paste it. And here I'm going to write sign up. Now select this button, remove this fill color, and provide a stroke of the primary color with the weight of 2. And the font color is also going to be the primary color. So this is good. I'm going to put them in auto layout as well. So right click and put them in auto layout. Now the gap between them is 0. So let's provide them a 12 pixel of gap. And let's zoom out and place them something like this. So if you see, our header is completely ready, and now we need to work on the rest part of this hero section. So for that we need to go to resources. So let's close this from here and go to resources. And now we need two things. First of all, this blob, and the second thing is this picture. So let's take this blob and this picture as well, copy it, go to your design frame, and here paste it. Now let's first work with this blob. So take it and place it over here, and then by using this alignment tool over here, which is align bottom, you need to place it something like this. And now by holding shift, you need to push it to the right, something like this. Now the color is very prominent, so we need to give it an opacity of 10%. So this is good. And now inside it we are going to place our picture, something like this. So align it perfectly so that it fits. So yeah, this is good. Now let me remove this layout grid over here and see how this website looks. So select your frame, go to layout grid and hide this by using this eye icon. So now if you see, this already looks better, but we can fix the alignment of this picture. So let me push it back, and now I can select this picture and align it just as I want. So this is good. Now let's start working with the hero text. So let's re-enable our layout grid from here. Now let's work with the hero text. So first of all, I need a text, and here I'm going to write, well, I needed a text, not a rectangle. So take a text, and here I'm going to write organize. Well, it is not going to be this small, it is going to be quite large. So change the font size to 136. Semi-bold is good, and place it over here something like this. The color is going to be primary. And now we need rest of the text. So for that, I'm going to go a bit creative. So take a text and write here on click. The font size is going to be 38 with the medium font weight. Color is going to be white. Well, it is not visible, so provide auto layout and fill it with the primary color. Now for the padding, it is going to be 26 in the horizontal and 10 in the vertical. The corner radius is going to be full, so hold shift and keep pressing arrow up key until it becomes completely round, something like this. Now take it and place it over here. And now for the rest of the text, let's take a text element and write here your space. The font size is going to be 69 with the medium font weight, and the color is going to be 1p. Place it over here, something like this. And now this is good. Now we need some description text over here. So for that, let's go to our website, which is loremipsum.io, and copy this much of text. Go to design, take a text and place it over here. Now it is quite large, so let's select it and provide it a font size of 20 with regular font weight and place it over here something like this. Let's reduce the size. Let's also remove some words to fit it perfectly. Since it is a dummy text, we can eliminate some words to make it look good. The opacity of this text is going to be 70%. Align it and we are done. Now we need two buttons over here. So for that, I'm going to take a text and write here get started. The font size is going to be 20 with medium font weight and the color is going to be white. And yes, you guessed it right, we need to provide it auto layout. Fill it with primary color. The horizontal padding is going to be 22. The vertical padding is going to be 16. The corner radius is going to be 8 and place it over here. Align it to make it perfect. And now let's make a copy of it to create the second button. Here I'm going to write no more. Well, since it is a secondary button, we need to remove the color and provide it a stroke so that it is visible. The stroke is going to be of primary color with the 2 pixel weight, and the color of the text is going to be primary. Now this looks okay, but we need a text over here. So for that, what I'm going to do is, yes, you guessed it right, I need a text. So take a text and here I'm going to write #1. So let me zoom it first. Largest manufacturer. provide it a primary color, and also the auto layout. Well, you guessed it right. Auto layout is my favorite feature. Just kidding. Well, for the horizontal padding it is going to be 22, and the vertical padding is good. Fill it with the primary color with 20% of the opacity. So now it will look something like this, and also provide a corner radius of 6. So this is done, and place it over here. Let's see. Well, we can decrease this vertical padding, so let's make it 8. Yes, it looks better. Let's zoom out and take a good view. Do some alignment. And yes, this is good. Now let's select all these and push it up, because we need a design element over here. So for that, let's take a rectangle. So I just hit R on my keyboard to take a rectangle, and now I will enable the stroke and remove the fill color. It is going to be a primary color with the weight of 4. The dimension is going to be 584 by 584. Place it over here, aligning it with the grid, something like this. Make a copy of it and place it over here, something like this. Now select both and reduce down the opacity to 20%. It not might very visible to you, so let me remove the grid layout. So select your frame and hide it from here. Now we need to make a copy of it and keep pasting it. So just follow me along. So this design element is done, and I think we are left with the only thing, and that is we need a cursor like thing over here to denote clicking. So for that I will take a triangle. So just go here in the shapes and select this polygon. Drop it over here. The width is going to be 39 and the height is going to be 53. Provide a stroke of weight 2. Change the color to 1p. Corner radius of, let's say, 2. And the fill color is going to be white. So this is how it looks. Now let's take it here and place it over here. And now if you see, my cursor is not vertical, it is a bit tilted. So let's provide it some angle. You can also provide it from here. So yes, this angle is perfect, and let's fix the alignment. And now if you look, we are done with the design. Now randomly click on your canvas, go to this show hide UI, make it full screen, and take a good look of your website that you have just created. And now if you also have followed me along, consider sending this design to me on my Telegram group. We will meet in the next one.